Good morning, everyone. I'm Rod Chagas, Parkland County Mayor, and I will call our first meeting for the new council to order at 9:03. It is the organizational meeting, and I want to begin with celebrating success, and I'm going to turn that over to Councillor Olson.
Good morning, everyone. Today, for celebrating success, we would like to acknowledge the incredible work of the county staff and electoral officials who helped ensure our election process was so successful and without incident. We would also like to thank Parkland County staff who made last night's swearing-in ceremony so special. It really was an incredible evening, and we thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Olson. We move to item 2, which is the adoption of the agenda. I'll look for a mover. We'll start with Division 1, Councillor.
So moved.
Thank you. Those in favor? That is carried. The first item on today's agenda is the Deputy Mayor appointments. And we do have a list in front of us, and I will ask for a motion to be put on the floor. Councillor Doucette.
I move that members of council be appointed as deputy mayor pursuant to section 152(1) of the Municipal Government Act as follows.
As presented, thank you. And with that, those in favor? And that is carried. And moving to item 4, we'll have the establish regular meeting dates for council, and I'll look for a mover for that motion.
I propose that the 2026 council organizational meeting be scheduled on Tuesday, October 27th, 2026 at 9 a.m. at Parkland County Centre, council chambers.
Thank you. Those in favor? That is carried. Item 4.2, Councillor Kyle.
Sorry, are we 4.2 or 4.3? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if we were on this one. I propose that the 25-26 regular meetings of council be scheduled to commence at 9 a.m. at Parkland County Centre, council chambers on the following dates as presented. Let me list the dates, or it's okay?
No, thank you. Any questions or comments? Those in favor? That is carried. Moving on to item 4.3, Councillor Olson.
Item 4.3, proposed motion that regular meetings of council be scheduled for the purpose of strategic planning at the Doubletree Hotel, West Edmonton, commencing at 9 a.m. as presented.
Comments or questions? Those in favor? That is carried. Thank you. Moving on to item 4.4, Councillor McNabb.
Good morning. Proposed motion is that the regular meetings of council for the purpose of the 2026 budget presentations be scheduled to commence at 9 a.m. at Parkland County Centre, council chambers, and as presented.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Those in favor? That is carried. Thank you. Moving on to item 4.5. Councillors.
That a regular meeting of council be scheduled to commence at 9 a.m. at Parkland County Centre, council chambers, on December 2nd, 2025 for council budget approval.
Thank you. Look to council, see if there's any questions or comments. Those in favor? That is carried. Thank you. Moving on to item 5, which is establishing the regular meeting dates for governance and priorities committee meetings, and item 5.1, Councillor Doucette.
Move to propose that the 2025-2026 Governance and Priorities Committee meetings be scheduled to commence at 9 a.m. at Parkland County Center, Council Chambers on the following dates. Too much.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. I'd just like to provide a little bit of additional context to council on this one. So council has the Governance and Priorities Committee terms of reference in your package. So as council may be aware, the GPC meetings provide council with a forum to review key issues, hear delegations, and discuss policy implications with administration. So mostly it focuses on matters that go before they go to council, meeting publicly and occasionally in camera as permitted by legislation. So the proposed schedule that you have in front of you is the first and third Tuesday of each month, adjusted for breaks and holidays. Historically, meetings have averaged between 1 to 2 times per month, lasting about 2 hours. Prior to the last council term, council was meeting once per month for GPC. The last council term adjusted it to twice per month. Administration recommends that council could consider maintaining the status quo, so 2 meetings per month, or council could consider moving to 1 meeting per month for efficiency, consistency, fuller agendas, and reducing cancellation. If council did move to 1 meeting per month, we would recommend the first Tuesday of each month. And so I'll leave that to council to discuss and decide.
Thank you, Ms. Swain. I will ask for a mover for that motion. Well, we already moved that one. Sorry. Don't we have to vote or discuss it? Any discussions on that? My apologies. Councilor McNabb.
Yeah, Ms. Swain, just in regards to your proposed changes, do you have a forecast of what could be coming up in the next little while on those Governance and Priorities Committee meetings to do that proposed adjustment?
Ms. Bartel, do we have the forward planning information that we could provide? Thank you.
The next Governance and Priorities Committee meeting scheduled on the first Tuesday of November, which is November 4th. We are bringing forward financial updates for Q3. The Q3 performance and project reports, the 2026 program budget briefing, and a closed session appointment for enforcement services, an engineering and road maintenance update, and any potential bylaws that Parkland County may be working on as directed by council would also be brought to that meeting for introduction.
Yeah, so my concern is we got a number of newer council members that may, want to ask a bunch of questions and understand what those items are. I just don't want to restrict any timeframes, and I'm certainly would be in favor of condensing and recognizing staff time and council's time, but I don't want to leave anything out for this council to, at least be comfortable with the information that's being presented. And, and I just bring that to our council members that, hey, you might want to consider that, that you may want to look at all that information prior to, but until you get comfortable. Type thing.
Councilor Kucher-Johnson.
I know in the past, when we had the GPC meetings, we often had a meeting after the meeting, briefings and so forth. So would we continue with the briefing on the Tuesdays, even though we don't have GPC in the morning?
Through the mayor to Councilor Kucher-Johnson, absolutely, it's up to council to set that agenda. Based on Councilor McNabb's comments, council could also consider continuing with the proposed schedule for 2025-2026 and then reconsidering at the 2026 organizational meeting. And council is free to add or remove GPC meetings to suit their schedule and to suit the content on the agenda. So.
Any other comments? Councilor McNabb?
Yeah, I also wanted to make a comment that, we can adjust that schedule at any time and don't have to wait to the organizational meeting. Let's say into the first of the year, it might be April, and we go, hey, we're comfortable, and we can adjust that meeting then.
And I will just add as well, there might be direction through our strategic council retreat and priorities that this council establishes that may require significant briefings and updates for council. So I would be in support of maintaining these. And if we have to cancel any of them, we can do that at a regular council meeting as well. So Councilor Creature-Johnson.
I think that is a good point. We don't have to decide things the first week of council because nobody really knows what it's like except the people that have been here before. So I think it would be important to just wait till next organizational meeting. Important not to forget to do that too.
Final opportunity for comments on this motion. I'll ask the question. Those in favor? That is carried. Looking for a mover for the second motion for item 5.1.2.
I propose that a Governance and Priorities Committee meeting be scheduled to commence at 10 a.m. at Parkland County Center, Council Chambers on December 2nd, 2025.
Thank you. Comments or questions? Those in favor? That is carried. We'll move on to item 6, appointment of council members to boards and committees. I'll turn that over to Ms. Swain. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our next item is a request to approve council member appointments to internal and external boards and committees for 2025-2026. These appointments are made each year at the organizational meeting under Parkland County's Meeting Procedure Bylaw 2015-06. This process ensures council representation on boards and committees as outlined in their terms of reference. Approved appointments will be communicated to all boards and committees. We have some information on the screen here on the various boards and committees that council is recommended to be appointed to. We also have 3 motions for council, which I believe Ms. Bartel can bring up on the screen once these appointments are reviewed. So the first motion, just for council's information, is that the council member appointments to boards and committees for 2025-2026 be approved as presented. The second motion will be that administration prepare a bylaw amending the subdivision appeal board bylaw to remove appointments of councilors to the board for council's consideration at the December 9th, 2025 council meeting. And the third one will be in reference to some additional information that council is seeking related to deferral of appointments towards boards and committees. So I'll give council the first motion to discuss and put forward.
You want me to do this one?
The motion is on the screen.
Okay, yep.
Councilor Kyle,
I
please.
propose the motion that the council members appoint to the boards and committees for 2025-2026 be approved as presented.
Thank you. Open up for comments or questions. Councilor McNabb.
Yeah, could we have that list back up again, please? Or are we able to have a hard copy of that, just so we could take a quick look at that while we discuss it?
We'll take a short recess so council can be provided that information. Thank you. So I'll call the meeting back to order. So we do have the motion for item 6.1 on the floor from Councillor Kyle. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, those in favor? That is carried. We'll move to item 6.1.2. And the motion is on the screen. Councillor Olson.
The motion is that administration prepare a bylaw amending the subdivision appeal board bylaw to remove appointments of councillors to the board for council's consideration at the December 9th, 2025 council meeting.
Thank you. Comments or questions from members of council? Seeing none, those in favor? That is carried. And Councillor McNabb, if you can put forward the third motion.
Yeah, thank you. The council member appointees to the following boards and committees be deferred, and that administration be directed to bring additional information to council at a future council meeting. And if you will, I'll read out the deferrals. Atchison Business Association, Heritage Agricultural Society Board of Directors, Headwaters Alliance Steering Committee, Stony Plain and Parkland Pioneer Museum Society Board of Directors, Stony Plain Seed Cleaning Association, Sturgeon River Watershed Alliance Steering Committee, Wabanum and District Museum Society, West Interlake District, which is the acronym for that is WILD, Regional Water Service Commission, Villeneuve Landing Network, and the Yellowhead Regional Library Board. And if I may, I would like to speak to it. Yeah, it's not that we're disbanding those, we're just bringing more information back for council to have a stronger understanding of those organizations and looking for appointees if that is appropriate at that time.
Thank you, Councillor McNabb. Any additional comments or questions? Seeing none, those in favor? That is carried. And we'll move to item 3.1, which is the swearing in of the deputy mayors, and I'll turn that over to Ms. Bartel.
Thank you, Mayor Rodriguez. For the term October 28th, 2025 to February 25th, 2026, Division 1 Councillor Kuchar Johnson will be Deputy Mayor. I'll ask her to read in her official oath at this time, please.
Thank you. I, Sally Kuchar Johnson, solemnly affirm that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute, according to the law, the office of Deputy Mayor for the term October 28th, 2025 to February 25th, 2026 for Parkland County.
Thank you very much. The term for Deputy Mayor between February 26, 2026 and June 26, 2026 will be Division 6 Councillor McNabb. If you'll please read in your official oath, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I, John McNabb, solemnly affirm and will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to the law the office of Deputy Mayor for the term February 26, 2026 to June 26, 2026 for Parkland County.
Thank you very much. For the term of Deputy Mayor between June 27th, 2026 and October 25th, 2026 will be Division 5 Councillor Olson. If you'll please read in your official oath, please.
Thank you, Ms. Bartel. I, Christina Olson, solemnly affirm that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Deputy Mayor for the term of June 27th, 2026 to October 25th, 2026 for Parkland County.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for administration for the support and guidance through this organizational meeting, and look forward to working with you throughout our term. Thank you so much, and with that, we'll close the meeting at 9:34.